All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday's Fun Fold. It is April 29th, 2026. My name is Jennifer Olea. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in lovely Yuma, Arizona. And April has been gorgeous as far as the weather is concerned, in my opinion, here in Yuma, but I know it's coming. Yeah. If you survive the winter or the summers here in Yuma, I think you're a superhero. That's my opinion, anyway. So, if you have stumbled across this video, thank you for being here. Wednesdays are all about paper crafting fun, and really every day that I get to spend in my crafting casita, it's about paper crafting fun. So, this is how you can find me on all the socials. Leah Crafts, easy peasy, right? Today's card is kind of an easy fun fold, but it's heavy on the stamping, and we're going to be doing some die cutting. So let's make the table bigger. There we go. And I will show you the card we're going to make. So this is the card we're going to be making today. It is inspired by this card that one of my lovely team members made, Lee. Every month we do a swap within our team at the team meeting. And when I saw this paper from the river, what is it called? No, Waterside retreat, I thought this is going to be perfect. This is what I want to do with this because these come in like little squares. So there's this scene, there's like a waterfront wharf scene, there's like a different scenes that you get to cut, and I'm calling them cut apart cards because that's what I heard another demonstrator call them, and I just kind of like that term. So we are going to take a piece of Misty Moonlight. Now, if you are just stumbled across this video, if you sign up for my email, I send you the measurements and the link to the video. And so make sure you subscribe to my email. There's a link, like I said, in the description. And we are going to do a card base that is 4 1/4 by 11. Okay, so let's do that. And scored at 5 1/2. Okay, so you got to make sure we're doing this, right? Scored, yeah, at 5 1/2. Now we are going to cut 2 inches off. But how do I want to do that? 2 inches off this way. We'll go up top. We're going to start. You can either start at the top and go to the score line, or you go to the score line and go up. It's up to you, right? So we're going to cut 2 inches down to the score line, and then we're going to flip it and do the score line to the cut, like so. Now, there are lines on all 4 sides of your trimmer if you're using a Stampin' Up trimmer. And so that way it helps you get really precise when you're doing those kind of like blind cuts. Okay, so we have that. Let's see. Put the trimmer, get that guy out of the way. We're going to get a really good I just lost my word. We're going to use the bone folder, and we're going to get a really good crease. I don't know. I just lost my word. Help me out. What would you call it? We're going to push down really hard to break up those fibers so that the card lays flat is what we're doing. Okay. Now, we have a piece of 2-tone crumb cake. Okay. And this is 2 by 5 1/4, which is going to go here. We have this piece of designer series paper. But before you attach the crumb cake, we're going to stamp on it a lot. Okay. But we have this piece here. So let's go ahead and put this in so that I can kind of push it to the side. and we can start our stamping process. So my thought process for this guy was I just wanted to kind of like extend the scene as best as I could here, right? So we are using, where's the stamp? We are using the Relaxing Waterside stamp set, and we're actually kind of using the whole suite, but this will be available May 5th, 2026. So if I'm putting this video out, it's kind of a sneak peek. May 5th, these products will be available. Okay, so we have some grass, which I want. Oops, where's the stamp set? I want this guy. I want the tall grass. I want the shorter grass. There's two different stamps. I'm going to switch things up a little bit here. Okay. So we're going to put these guys on a clear block. Now, I'm going to use pecan pie. And some of them I want full strength, and some of them I want like stamped off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap, 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 right? Because these ink pads are squishy, very juicy. So I'm going to stamp off. And I'm just kind of creating what I would think you would see, like, I don't know. I'm going to say the Carolinas. I've never actually been there. I don't know. But where it's really grassy and the water comes up to it, might be a lake. It might be the ocean. I don't really know. Oh, I did that one full strength, which is fine. Because where some of these lighter ones are, I'm going to pull in. I'm leaving a little space right here, because I'm going to stamp the word relax. I should probably do that right now, so I don't forget. Right? It's almost like when you walk into a room and you're like, why did I walk into this room? I don't remember. All right, so let's tap, tap. I just re-inked this guy, and then I re-inked it, and then I kind of walked away from it. So I want to make sure I'm getting even ink on my stamp. So I'm kind of going all over the place, like so. Oh my goodness, look at how messy that block is. All right, we're going to pull up straight. I put this guy on the Stampin' Scrub to clean it off. And I got ink on my nail, so I'll wipe it off on my jeans. Okay, now there is also this little guy here, which we could kind of throw in there a little bit, right? Because grass goes all sorts of different ways. Let's see. Now, I am going to stamp this off. I'm going to clean it off, and I'm going to bring in the Peaceful Pie. I might add some more brown. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see how that works. Okay, so here are the new stamp pads. Still getting used to them. They are not as juicy as the current stamp pads, and so you have to press a little bit harder. Always a learning curve on new products, right? So there's that guy. We're going to go down a little bit, like so. Fill this in. Like this. I don't really want them the same level, the same height. I want them staggering. And so let's ink this guy up. Go this way. like so. I think I do want some more brown. So we're going to stamp this off. And by brown, I mean pecan pie. There we go. There's just, I think that's actually good. I think if I do this one, all right. I think that's good. So we're going to have the chair sitting in front of all of this, right? So there's a couple different ways you could do the chair. The stamp set does come with a chair that you could stamp and then cut out. I think maybe I'll do that. We'll decide which one we like better. So I'm going to use the pecan pie. We're going to ink this guy up. It's a big chair, right? I'm not going to stamp it on there. I just want to make sure that there's enough room where I put that word relax. Otherwise, we'd be starting over. All right, we're going to press down like so. And I have, let's see, the sample card has a little coffee cup on there. I think I'm going to do a book. We're just going to change it up a little bit. We're going to do the book in Misty Moonlight. Because, you know, you can have coffee and a book. I kind of stopped drinking coffee before like 9 a.m. Unless if we're going out to breakfast. But I'd definitely be reading a book in the any time of the day. Oops. There's my book die. Just fell out. Okay, so we're going to do this. Wait, is that the book die or the coffee cup die? I think that's the coffee cup die. All right. Yep, here's the book die. And here is the die for the chair. There's also dies for the grass. So like if you wanted to build it even more, you could do that. Okay, so here's the vibe we're going for right here. But let's cut out this. Let's see. I'm gonna line this guy up. Like so. Use some sticky tape. Just because, let's see, use some more sticky tape. Let's see, there we go, like this. Okay, now we're going to die cut these guys. And we'll take them apart. Like so. Now, some of you may be thinking, why do I have this tape on here? It's so that I can see them. Sometimes when I put them on the table, they could just blend in with the background. And so this way, I'm always looking for the blue tape and I can find them. It also helps in class to find them. You get a little messy in class sometimes. Sometimes not. I don't know what I'm doing with that guy. Okay, we're going to pop these guys out. Ooh, look at that chair. Oh my goodness, yes. Look at how cute. Okay. We are going to do some assembling. Don't forget the book. Okay. Oh, I just used my basic white that was meant for the backside of this. Oh, that means I have to get another piece of basic white. All right, this is 5 1/4, so we're just going to trim it down to 2. Like so. I'm going to put all of this stuff back in the basket. for another project. Okay, so let's start assembling this guy. Let's get some seal and attach this to the front. Like so. And then we're going to take, like, I don't know. I don't know how the chair should be. If it should be like, this is the front. I think it should be like this. I think this should be the bottom. That's what I think anyway. All right. So there. Oh, I forgot. I haven't thought about this before, is that don't put adhesive on the very top of your chair. Now, how do you get rid of the adhesive? Well, you could use your finger like I'm doing right now. It just kind of like comes off. You just have to kind of like rub it off. It'll goop up. And then there is also, I don't want to make a bigger mess. I do have a, it's called an adhesive remover. It's a big gummy looking thing. And let me go get it. All right. It's this guy right here. And it's just like a big eraser. But I'm kind of afraid if I use an actual like pencil eraser, it'll make it a little bit dirtier. But this, you just kind of like peel it off. It gets gumped up and then you just peel it off. So there's that. Okay. Now we are going to add the book. I think we should add the book like this. Right? Like it's just kind of like you've been reading, you just put it down a second because you're just going to watch the waves come in and your book is just sitting on your armrest. Can you tell I think about this stuff? If you know, there's a personality test thingy, and it's called the Enneagram, and I believe I'm an Enneagram 9. And we're all about like nature and calm and peace and being cozy. So this is like my version of all those things, all those adjectives. That's what this card speaks to me. So hopefully it speaks to you that way also. Okay, we're going to take this. It says, have a fabulous day. It comes from the stamp set. Phrases and Frames, which will be available May 5th, 2026. We are going to do a little stamping. I just want it in the corner. If you want more spaces to write, you could most definitely put something on the back side. I'm not going to do that because I'm perfectly happy with just a little bit of space to write. And we're going to take more of that grass, and I think we'll do Peaceful Pine. And we're going to ink it up. We're just going to do the edges. Like so. Okay, we're going to put this on, and then that is our fun fold card. And then you guys tell me in the comments, let's see, if you like the stamped chair. So this is the stamped Adirondack chair, right? And here's our card. Or if you like the die cut Adirondack chair. And so the die cut is more like straight on. And so the card is basically the same except for the chair. So yeah, you guys let me know. Do you like the stamped Adirondack or the die cut Adirondack chair? All right, guys. Well, hopefully you enjoy that card. Hopefully you make a card using this kind of don't know what to call this. Half front card? I don't think that's the name. I'm sure somebody else has a great name for this type of card. Let's see, what am I trying to do? There we go. If you know the name of the card, let me know. I'd appreciate it. Okay, that is our fun fold for this Wednesday, April 29th, 2026. And I will see you guys next Wednesday. All the information that you're going to need is going to be in the description. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a little time to have some paper crafting fun today. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.